pretty good. The fourth burn one drives me insane.
Fortunately, I'll take full credit for it. I was the cause of that because I kept calling Forest Bird's eruption the Elon Musk.
No. Alright, well regardless, we've got our draft Loxodont coming out here against Tuxedo Ranno.
That's like
classic skin.
That's just a terrifying feeling when you're playing against Loxodont when they pull you in and then down tilt and then they force you in that 50-50 whether they're gonna grab or hit you with something else. It gets it's a little bit of those pressure situations, but at the same time, real good stuff by Jinx, kind of respecting out that Elo kind of has the out mobility and as well as that camping power. So you'll be hard pressed to find yourself in there, and what a great way by Elo to kind of strike back. And there's one thing I forgot to mention earlier as well, as part of Jinx being able to kind of use that disadvantage state well, is also the magma, being able to consistently get it and hold on to it until eruption is necessary to make it back or continue on the pressure.
Oop, and there we go, down throw fair. Not gonna kill such a heavy character, but I can.
That didn't.
Wait, does that mean a sweet spot? Or I guess a sour spot rather?
I guess.
Actually did not know. I still don't know if it does or not, but it kind of looks like it does.
Maybe it's because of the big model. Was
Maybe.
actually able to awkwardly put yourself in that little hitbox area. Great survival on that DI and able to continue on. It looks so good at the start, but you know, things are inevitable when Ranno's able to kind of find their way and get in. Great little defensive bubble and trying to forward out with the forward strong, but you might just pay with your life with it.
It is entirely possible. Oh, getting something against the stage right there. There we go. Elu is going to be able to get first blood this shot, but kind of running on empty right now in terms of the stock as well. And there we go.
And getting up with the magma. Looking real good so far, and throwing out those roses. Might as well, and the dash left and right, have to preemptively throw at hitboxes to try to interrupt Ranno. And Ranno is just able to find those small windows where they're saying, alright, you're going to be in the end leg, and go ahead and get that whiff punish. Something that you pointed out earlier is what this frog is so damn good at.
Absolutely. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Very good placement on that back air. The move is genuinely kind of hard to land in a lot of situations, but it feels so good when you do.
Yeah. So damn rewarding. But so is how consistent that confirm is on Ranno's end. Excellent bear, but it won't lead to the bigger pressure. But the diamond cutter right through Loxodont.
Indeed.
Yeah. The bubble. So much mileage, CyberX. It's unbelievable.
So much mileage, indeed. Again, like, it feels like this lead is kind of hanging on very loosely, but it is a lead. And a character like Loxodont, you know, as much as he is really good at making comebacks, talked about that earlier, with him being so slow, it can be hard for him to force the issue of making a comeback.
And that bubble was adding insult to injury now. Like, you're able to get out and you get stuck on there. And what I was really hoping to see is, I was surprised, maybe because from watching other Loxodont players, I'm surprised to not see like aerial finishers with the air version of neutral B, no?
That's fair as well, yeah.
Crouch cancel.
Yeah. No, held down. I think. I'm guessing. Oh, maybe was trying to like instantly drop from ledge, but pressed it too early. I'm not sure. That's unfortunate though.
But damn, it seemed like, you know, Jinx was the one able to exploit the Loxodont recovery. Now all of a sudden, on the receiving end of the punishment. Woo. So we'll see what will be done here. Can be Fire Capital. Obviously a pick up there. Could be striked away. But it just... it feels like at the beginning, it looked so damn good, right? Like you're able to just kind of sit back, get the control on the stage, but at the beginning, the thing is that you are getting damage and you are running away, but you're giving up stage control, and all of a sudden you get caught out.
Yeah. Ooh,
Alright.
there we go, right off the gate, just throwing those darts out, racking up damage bit by bit.
And already jammed into the corner. So once again, finding out, great little one jab. See if we can force out anything, and right in time before there, and a strong to compliment as well. That's exactly what you need to do against Loxodont. You'll take some punishment, but damn, you get a few solid hits and you're able to even up the percent real quick. And look at this, try to tech chase with the dash tech, but unable to find a reward so far. But the stage, it makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, there was a Loxodont that I played on the stage earlier, and oh man, the throw kill percents were crazy, but not exactly 66% crazy. Meanwhile, you already lost your first stock to an Upstrong. We've seen so many of those come out from Elu this set.
And the pressure only amounts up into more as Elu continues to get it. And I think that's the first side B that's connected in this entire set.
That might be. Oh boy. Lots of spot dodge are coming out here, and there we go.
Oh.
That F is going to be killing around 120. So not a super hard benchmark to hit for Loxodont, I would say. The hard part is, again, getting in to actually crack up the damage to hit said benchmark.
Oh yeah. But in the meantime, you can condition your opponent to shield. So definitely still up in the field, and this counter pick could work out. I'm just more so worried about the small space because Jinx is just kind of getting choked out in the corner, but
Yeah.
Elu giving up that kind of the weird control area, giving Jinx some more time, Axem, to maneuver around and find the weight, and look at that, sneaking in the jump in.
Yeah, ooh, Jinx looking absolutely phenomenal right now, bringing this game back to pure even territory, and getting Elu to kill percent. I mean, let's say Jinx isn't at kill percent, there's a lot of ways Ranno can find the stock.
Nice.
But getting ledgehogged, gonna be an unfortunate way to go out here.
Death taxes and a throw into a fair confirm for Ranno. I wanted to show it out there. But if the trend continues, all Axem needs to do, trade up percents, get to assault 100, and then threaten the throw.
Absolutely. Realistically, like, both these characters can be threatening a lot of kills with there right now. You know, Axem, just the raw kill throw is certainly more consistent in their own right. But Ranno has so many ways to kill you out of down throw, like half of his kit combos out of it.
And as well as the crouch cancel ability that Ranno has. Look at that. Able to hug onto that floor and continue the aerial pressure, forcing Axem to make some choice decisions to try to land and get a disadvantage. But both of them, they understand what's at stake here. The momentum right here, you do not want to go down 2-0. And who lived?
Yeah.
Good tech.
Oh
Wait,
no!
Big mistake! You're gone!
Elu, what happened? That's really rough. Again, that could have been like a really important game to put yourself in that position to force Jinx to go for a reverse 3-0. And again, as I said earlier, those are not easy. You have to play a lot of stages on your opponent's counter pick. But yeah, we got a 1-1 situation now. First time we've seen this whole bracket, just anyone being 1-1.
Right? It's literally just been like a blowout and finally able to tack on the game. But damn, that's not a way you want to lose that one, because I felt like both of them were fighting for that momentum, because we've seen how important it is to be in a 2-0 position. You're able to just put the pressure on, and then being able to put yourself at an advantage where you can pick any stage you really want and keep that streak alive, putting your opponent in the back end. But it's going to be a dojo. As the stage pick, Ranno has a field day on the stage, so I understand why.
Yeah, exactly. Great movement on the platforms. Ranno is a character who wants to stick to the ground as much as possible because of his bad airspeed. Meanwhile, Loxodont with his big ol' buttons, he can cover a lot of the stage, and that is nice, but can also feel ridiculously cramped for him.
That is for sure. And cramped was what the last set felt like. But AxemJinx, even though the last part was a bit of a misinput, was able to get it out under and great usage of the dash attack. See that? Barely catching it out on the DI in. You know, Elo not thinking that you can get a follow-up on it, but no magma available, but the command grab does get snuck in. And I like the usage of the up B for a little bit of guaranteed damage, push away, and as well as securing some magma stacks.
Indeed. Here you go, the percent's quite even right now. There is a forward air. That one's not going to kill. I think these blast zones must be a little bit larger, but the down strong, certainly going to do it. No question asked.
It's just so consistent, right? Being able to exploit it out with the parry and then getting the strong right afterwards, and a missed parry on the other end. Ooh, a little scary on the recovery.
Yeah, playing a dangerous game going that low, but here we are. And that F-tilt, it just kills sometimes.
Comes out of nowhere, because, like, I mean, I definitely believe Elo was trying to input it like a dash backwards, saying, like, oh, there's no way the second part's gonna hit me, and all of a sudden you're DIing into death's door.
Exactly.
Oh, and now, all of a sudden, great command grab. No air dodge, but instead will not get the huge roar, but you staying alive, keeping the magma stacks as well. That's crucial. And ooh, overshooting the dash tag, I like that, thinking that Elo was going to go ahead and dash away, which has been the consistent usage of this neutral game as we're seeing. But I love the mix, throwing out these projectiles, keeping Axem in check. But look at that, damn good confirm. Doesn't die just yet, but thank goodness Eruption's there to kind of save it up. But now, you're in a really dangerous position. Both of them tagging, and it's going to work out because that one is way too slow.
Absolutely, the F-Strong hitting those plats, covering a very precise space, but with high damage. And Ellie's had an incredibly good read on where Jinx is going to attack on these platforms, or where they're going to roll.
Good damage. Not enough to get the achievement. I think you need 50 in order to get the little ding. But still close, and you're not going to complain about that one. As the pressure continues on, excellent uses of fair. We've seen how good of a neutral tool that damn move is. And now, utilizing the pressure, Ranno at a 129. Still vulnerable to a lot of these things, but these strong attacks are not connecting, and all of a sudden AxemJinx is trying to play catch-up.
Absolutely. That run-up parry on the meatball was insane, by the way. Like, just actually kind of insane. But it's working out. Here we go. Yeah, 92%. I mean, it's not quite kill percent unless we can find like a sweet spot strong. But it's not going to take much longer for down throw fair to do its magic again.
And the floor hugging so damn good. But pop the bubble, I popped the stock.
Oh yeah, okay, that was actually kind of. I was like, why didn't Ella go in bubble? But regardless, oh there we go. Grabs ledge.
Barely by pixels. No, this time aware with it, but look at that parry game. Both of them throwing it out there with the respective use of the projectiles, but 123. It's a 1-2-3. It's elementary at this point, because exactly this is what you need to do as Elo. Side B, great recovery, but has to mix it up, but barely gets away with it.
Yep, good buffer with the roll. Oh, but reverse fair has been obscene today.
For so many different characters. Good stuff on there. Secures the set point. And all of a sudden, we're going to see if it doesn't go to a Game 5 banger, or do we see the shadow and consistency of a 3-1?
We shall see. I mean, that's the thing, is like, that game 2 was really close. Don't get me wrong. Jinx is putting up a really good fight right there, but it does feel like for the most part, it's been Elo in control, with just like game 2 kind of being an example of what happens when you get a little bit overzealous and just let things slip out of your grasp. I definitely would feel pretty good if I were going into this game 4 as Elo, but I think with the right, series of events, Jinx can absolutely make a game 5 happen here.
And on this stage as well, it's been the stage pick of choice for Axem, both on the comfort and as well as utilizing all those plats. So we'll have to see if able to transmit that into a success. It's been really close games so far, and I was about to say it has a small lead, but that just evaporated within a blink of an eye.
Yep. Ooh, the fairs. Ooh,
Rage. Do you like? I like that. Knowing that the DIN was gonna happen, and then with the down tilt, scooping it in for a little more. But an excellent catch. New. Did you see that the momentum? Ella was trying to go ahead and use the up B to get the edge cancel on that moving platform, but sniped out by Axem with an excellent read, resulting into a huge thing. But even bigger edge guard by Ella to bring that one back.
Crazy too, reversing for the back air, gets a little bit extra range on that one to find the kill. Here we are dead. We're dead even percents, but this combo from Elu gonna totally turn the tide. That was 50% right there.
Oh, that crouch cancel. So damn good. And the special get fails. I love the 1-2. Forcing out a win instead of going for that down tilt. Get away with me and give me that space. And once again, I love it. Preemptive hitboxes to check the dash. Oh. That bubble out of here. Yep. Into the bubble. Great usage of all these attacks. All Jinx needs to do, just hit your ground, go for a floor again or crouch cancels, and just being able to punish whenever Elu tries to get a little too antsy on the sticks, going for a ledge trap as well. Great usage of the special, and almost called it out.
Ooh, what?
The ledge hog. I think the ledge hog threw off the timing, so Jinx was trying to input something else. Wow!
Okay, things have been happening in this game. Both players dropping the ball a little bit going into this last stock situation, and that's it all. That spike would not have done very much at 0, but I kind of respect the ambition.
Oh yeah. And now the lead still up in the air and up for grabs. Great usage of the aggression so far, and yeah, look at that. Ooh, that moving platform has been benefiting Axem so much throughout this entire game. And continue on with that aggression. Oh, that's a big mistake.
And that could prove to be a small mistake on the surface, but a big mistake in the long run. Okay, early parry there from Elu, gonna get lightly punched. Almost ended the game, actually. That almost cost him the game.
And the trade worked out. Here comes the ledge there, and great shenanigans. Yeah, you can't land on top of Loxodont, especially from how many times Jinx has been threatening now, but great usage of the crouch. Snuck right underneath it, and overextends a little bit more, so it's going to be a neutral. Zooming back on. Great, awesome of the attacks. Cyberhex, this is so damn close, but what a way to end it. We're going to game 5.
So close, yet so far. And that is gonna be a game 5. The first game 5 of the stream.
First time for everything. And only one of these can move on in this bracket, so the stakes are quite high.
Stakes are high indeed.
Winner of this will be playing against PugX. But damn.
Definitely a very brutal bracket standing in your path, PugX into Bio. But regardless, I'm pretty eager to see who wins this set, going down to the absolute wire. And some very interesting potential stages here. So Elu picked Hodojo for Game 3. I'm wondering if we might see like a Tempest or like a Rock Ball would be dangerous, but could potentially play to some Elu's strengths here.
Yeah, man. Well, lots of decisions to be made. I would avoid the decision that I don't think you can even go back on there. Isn't DSR on?
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, so can't go back. Let's maybe just say this. DSR, fantastic ruling, by the way. I think it's very important in Rivals.
DSR is so awesome.
Oh, that was perfect timing. Elusive and I were talking about the DSR because I feel like it's really important in a Game 5 situation.
Yeah, no, I can agree.
Like, for example, in Smash, I feel like that the stage picks, they're important, but because of the availability of strikes, oftentimes you can just keep doing the same damn thing. But in this game, with the smaller cast, and as well as, like, how back and forth matches can get and how dynamic the stages are. I think that's the biggest thing, how dynamic certain picks are in choosing how characters can play out, the blast zone differences and interaction changes with plats or not. It's a huge tempo change, and everything is up for grabs here, and it's gonna be, like you said earlier,
Tempest, yeah, that's what I was thinking, is these smaller stages kind of able to... It's a double-edged sword in a lot of ways, right? Because Loxodon's buttons are going to cover a bigger proportion of the stage, but you have a lot of platforms to maneuver around, and a lot of platforms to really, like, force your approaches and make Loxodont constantly have to worry that you're just going to be able to go at them. And that's where I think these smaller stages can work well for some of the scrappier characters. And double-edged sword, it's really hard. I feel like stage picking in this game is really important, but it's really difficult. I feel like it's way harder than Rivals 1, honestly. But that might just be that I'm not used to it, genuinely. But it's what my gut says, at least. And
that's gonna suck too, because I feel like Elu was stuck on the right side of the stage for God knows how long because of the elevated platform on the top, and was actually able to keep getting stuck on here. So finally, the smaller platform is offering you there with more able to get movement, like that, exactly like that, in order to find themselves out. But 175, yeah, a sneeze will kill you. And double-edged sword is right, because on their counter pick, they died hella early.
Yeah, he did. Yep, down full stock, and it's definitely possible to make this comeback. Get something crazy off stage. I mean, we've seen what seemed to be Jinx gaining a lead, and then quickly Elu just comes back for the fair. Like, Ranno fair is such a good move. But still gotta get Jinx into the position where fair is gonna kill first.
Look at that. Continuing on, and here comes the platform raisin. Interactions change, but so far, the tempo has not. And AxemJinx keeping up on there, was expecting a parry on there. That's the thing. In these high-stress situations, you can't let the nerves get to you. The basics, the core basics of such as parrying and exploiting the recovery of Loxodont is what helped Elu get into this position in the first place. You can't forget about those roots and where you start.
Exactly. It's such a strong start to the set, but... Ooh, okay, the tongue gonna get Elu past the big ol' axe swing. But good lord, that was a very dangerous position to be in for a moment. Oh, okay.
You can't do it twice.
Yep. Unfortunate SD right there. But if you're Elu, you're breathing a sigh of relief. Like, okay. That's the mileage you needed.
But for how long will it last?
For how long? It really is going to come down to just being able to make this second stock last as long as possible. Because once you're on that third stock like this, there is no more wiggle room.
Oh. I was gonna say, you want to be able to like unclog the frog, unload the toad, get those mixes and attacks in, but it seems like Jinx is putting a stop to it. But this is huge. That's huge. A missed tech like that.
Wait, Jinx couldn't make it back. There was too much distance, and that brings this to a not quite even but almost even game. That is insane.
You're like a soothsayer. You talked about it earlier. You just need an early gimp. With that there, and a missing attack at a crucial moment like this, you're definitely hitting yourself in there, and you'll be beating yourself if you lose because of it. But keep in mind, the momentum is still in the favor of Axem. Has the stage control, and Elu is just trying to land at this point.
Absolutely. Could go either way, and it's looking really good for Jinx, don't get me wrong. And right now, holding ledge, good high recovery there from Elu, the platform coming in clutch.
Missed aerial, but a missed tongue as well. No punish, however, so it ain't the worst, and that's a lot of time in that bubble.
Yeah,
you gotta be careful. Hold up, hold up,
hold up. The back air. Oh, great!
The mix, I love it.
Exactly. Ellie's been going for so many of those parries, so those reverse up Bs are going to be extremely useful to keep him on his toes. Force him to do something else that might be a little riskier.
The DBC! They traded both the Korean and go for it. It's gonna be a spot dodge instead. Upstrung trying to utilize it now. That's the fair, the good old classic, but will it be good enough? No. utilizing the uppy, reversing it away to avoid the parry situation. The 1-2, got it out on there, won't be able to kill just yet. The bubble is utilized right there. It's a really dangerous position. Neutral there, it's the upstrung! Once again, Jinx got it, and will secure the W in a Game 5 last stop banger.
Yeah, that is that ledge special upstrong. I mean, I've seen stuff like it, but it's one of those confirms. So tricky landing ledge specials in the first place. Like, you got to keep that really far in the back pocket for the exact moment where it'll be at its most useful. But with all that said, that's it. Elu getting knocked out. We have a Loxodont, a Crag, and a Raster waiting in grand finals for the heavyweight.
The awareness to reverse the uppy so that the parry would not guarantee the punish was insane. God damn.
Absolutely.
Well, y'all don't know. Thanks to this tournament, everything there's 1,000 prizing for NISB, the Battle Blimp, on Sundays, November 24th at 5 p.m. CT. There's free entry with prize money. Y'all do not want to miss it out on there. Go on start.gg/battleblimp. Thanks so much for them to make these things happen. So be sure to show that love and support as well. Big shout outs to Cherry, the host of this. You're doing a fantastic job working on that. Whew. Lee Trolley. Also, what's up, BioBurb? Isn't it crazy I'm commentating your sets again? Last time it was like I said earlier, last time it was Windows, man.
So long ago.
I know.
It was like a lifetime ago. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves because we do have Jinx and Pugax up to that first.
Oh yeah.
And again, like, we've seen a little bit of Crag Loxodont in this bracket. I think even oh yeah, so Pugax and Jinx were one of the winning semi-sets we saw, and that was a 3-0, but one of those games was extremely out of the wire, and Pugax had to make a really big comeback.
Oh yeah.
And what's interesting to note about this scenario right here is Axem, Pug has been taking a little break. Might have been playing friendlies, but didn't have like a set right then. Whereas Jinx just had absolute fight for his life in losers and is very much amped up and ready to take on the world right now.
Oh yeah, you did well. It was a banger. You did a fantastic job. Both of y'all pushing each other to the limits. That's what we like to see in these kind of brackets.
Pugax said I was playing Rivals 1. That is maybe one of the worst things you can do while waiting for Rivals